This morning we are here to kickstart the BNTF Basic Needs Trust Fund 10 cycle, which basically deals with improving livelihoods for individuals in the rural communities. This morning activity would show the beginning of the work of the contractors who are present with us. We'd have the signing and show that we are ready for serious business. I'm sure that by now most of St. Vincent are aware of the work of the BNTF. You just have to look around in your community and you are likely to see some project, a footpath, a bridge, something of the sort that was done, constructed, activated under the work done by the BNTF, financed by the CDB, Caribbean Development Bank, and the government. That particular activity is coordinated on the ground by Basic Needs Trust Fund and its team of capable individuals who have for years been at the helm of ensuring that we get quality for the resources that are involved in getting the projects off the way.
Today signal basically the signing of contracts, which is really the culmination of 2 years of work. It signals also the commencement of implementation of BNTF 10, as said by the PS. There are 3 footpaths that is scheduled for commencement within the next 2 weeks. These are the Dickey footpath of Glenside, Mesopotamia, the Dondo Hole footpath at Park Hill, and the Pierre Hughes footpath in Barrouallie. The 3 footpaths have a total length of approximately 2,562 feet, with the footpath in Barrouallie being 980 feet, the one at Dondo Hole 752 feet in length, and the one at Dickey, Glenside, 824 feet. The duration of these contracts lasts from 6 to 8 months, with Dondo Hole being the footpath that has the longest duration of 8 months. The total cost of these contracts is in the region of $1,355,000. And as I said, hopefully, with the contractor being on time, after this signing ceremony, work is expected within the next 2 weeks. MinuteMade Construction Company Limited has won these 3 bids. The BNTFIA is confident that this company will deliver. They have demonstrated such under BNTF 9 when they constructed approximately 2,000 feet of village road at Orange Hill. So we are in no doubt that they will complete these 3 projects. I want to say to the villagers in these 3 areas that the BNTFIA has worked with you over the past 2 years. You are part and parcel of the process. You are never excluded. In fact, for each of these villages, we have visited, whether through transect walks, through meetings, consultations, telephone calls, approximately 8 different times. We have said to you that where you are moving to and from your household, going to church, to school, to work, where the runoff water is flowing, it is the same area of dirt footpath currently that you're using to which the construction will take place, same place. So there will be a lot of inconveniences. We have demonstrated to you, we have practically taught you how to deal with these inconveniences. You have agreed with us wholeheartedly You have said to us you're going to work with the contractor, you're going to work with the consulting firm, you're going to work with BNTF IA. So the noise, the dust, for example, they will occur, but it's how we deal with them. We have demonstrated to you also in details the grievance redress mechanism, that is, some of the mitigation measures that will be put in place. But if they occur, you, as the villagers, as our eyes on the ground, to say the least, you in what we refer to as the project monitoring committees that were formed will assist to bringing these to the fore, and we have outlined the process to be followed. We want to work with you throughout, such that we'll have a very smooth flow of the activities and have a successful completion of these projects. To MinuteMade Construction Company Limited, the BNTF asks you, exhort you to stick with the standards and the specifications of construction. For as you all know, and I will let the people know, that these are very high specifications to which the construction company must attain. And these roads are going to last for 50, maybe 100 years. They will be well constructed, as were others in the past. I implore you again, MinuteMade, to adhere strictly to the environmental and social guidelines. They are important. You cannot slight them. You have to work with the villagers, as I just mentioned, the inconveniences and the mitigation measures, the problems that will occur and how they will be redressed. We are, the BNTFI, is exhorting you once again, please, let us work together as a family. The villagers, BNTFI, the consulting firm, and you, MinuteMade Construction Company Limited. And let us see this through to a successful end.
We are here to sign contracts to carry out these work for the BNTF. It's not our first time that we are carrying out these works, as was mentioned before by Mr. Johnson. MinuteMade is quite capable of taking these projects from conception to the end. He has what it takes. He has the labor force, he has the skilled men, he has the equipment, and he has people with the knowledge to guide him along these lines. MinuteMade Construction has been around for a long time, and as Johnson said before, he knows the capability of this construction company. I would just like to let the public, the general public, know that during these constructions, MinuteMade would like to have the cooperation of the general public, and we would like speedily turn over in terms of the way the work go on, in terms of the BNTF communication and the agriculture communication, the parties involved. We would like to be closely connected to make sure that everything has been done to specification and guidelines. We have looked at everything where these contracts are concerned. We have gone through the bill of quantities, we have looked at the drawings to get our bids done, and we are quite satisfied that what we have done so far, we are quite capable of making this a good project.
I just wish to say thanks to CDB, the Caribbean Development Bank, for its funding and continued support for these sorts of activities in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the government for its contribution towards BNTF and ensuring that the implementing agency has the sort of resources necessary to ensure that the projects are completed and that the residents in the various communities can benefit and see improvements in their daily living. So thanks again to CDB and the government for their part in ensuring that the work is completed.